Welcome to Hope Happenings. This show is made possible by Channel 3 and the Hope Center. This month, we want to share banquet highlights with you through some pictures and share some things we are thankful for.
Wow, ladies, wasn't the banquet just wonderful this year? Every year it's always wonderful, but this year it went really well. We had a successful banquet, beautiful silent auction, and wonderful guests. We had about 250 in attendance that evening, and we also had our meal that was catered by Southern Style, which was really good, and the venue at the Miller Building is always beautiful, just like every year. So we had a great evening.
The pictures that you're looking at now are from the silent auction. We had about 70 items, so that was really good. I was very thankful for that. The silent auction began at 5 p.m. and it closed up at 7, so we had 2 hours worth of active bidding, so that was good.
And right at 7, when we were trying to close it down, there were still people monitoring their station.
Yeah, I've heard several people say that, you know, they were in there right till 7, or they had went in right at 5 till, and trying to get their item.
Yes. Well, my favorite item was the handcrafted indoor barn quilt made by Rex and Mary Ellen Blanton. It was so beautiful.
Yes,
yeah, I think you're seeing it now. Yeah, I mean, it's just so intricate.
A lot of people really liked that. It was just beautiful. The colors of it were very good. So I thank you, Rex and Mary Ellen, for creating that for us. We had a lot of handcrafted items, wooden items, and just handcrafted. That's from St. Gabe's 6th grade class. And so we were just very pleased at the amount of handmade items this year.
Well, and I love the fire pit that you're seeing now. Of course, we cracked ourselves up by putting lights in there to make it get off the ambiance of glow, you know, or whatever. And so when it was dark, that lit up. And, you know, I just think that that's a different silent auction item.
It was. Myself and Andy came up with that idea of doing the fire pit and the Adirondack chairs because we never had anything like it. We were trying to think of, okay, what would appeal to our guests, and that's something that we would have liked. So we tried to come up with just, you know, different items like that. We only had like really a few that were kind of different than what we'd had in the past, but it was really nice to have that. And I do want to thank my fabulous team. The silent auction would not have came together as well as it did without that team. And so thank you to Andy Akins, Mary Ellen Blanton, Lori Hardy, Jenny Barrett, Marla, Tammy Roberts. You guys were wonderful, and I just want to say thank you for doing such a great job.
Yes, they did fabulous. Well, and our appetizers were provided by Chef Wetzel. He is from Reed. And then the cookies came from Bowman Bakeries, and they're so good. I think every year we had 8 dozen cookies, and I'm not sure how long they lasted, but I don't think they lasted 45 minutes.
Yeah. And I heard people saying, oh, those are the cookies from last year. Those were so good. And they all made sure they went and grabbed one because they are delicious. They are. We also want to say a huge thank you to the Miller Building and Roberts Park for the venue. It's always nice to see it get so pretty, and we are able to decorate the gym and, you know, turn it into a banquet hall instead of a gym. And the flowers from Reman Flowers, the decorations are always so beautiful from them.
Good job
and so we're so thankful to Stacy Fox for doing that for us each year. And it just adds that extra fall-looking touch to the banquet hall. So we are so thankful. We also want to thank JAG students from the high school. Oh my goodness, we've had them 2 years now, and if it weren't for them, we would be setting up the entire day. We would have to come back Thursday morning to set up, to finish anything that didn't get finished on Wednesday. And they just come in, they bring a busload of students, and we get it done in probably 4 to 5 hours, and we are completely set up, ready to go. And if it weren't for them, it would take us forever.
They help us put a lot of love in those little details. You
Yeah.
know that it takes a lot of hands on deck to get
Yeah.
those things accomplished.
Yeah.
It really
But also
does.
a big thank you to Joyce Nobby, who instructs them on the proper place settings and where to put the forks. And she's very particular, but we
Yep.
appreciate that.
Oh, definitely.
Because
yeah.
attention to detail shows in these
Yes.
kind of things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we even, the detail as far as folding the napkins and putting them on the plates the certain way and all of that. It just, there's so much detail work that goes into preparing the banquet, and we're just thankful to everyone that comes out to support us and to help us decorate and then attend the banquet that evening as well. As we said earlier, Southern Style provided our food for the evening. It was a Thanksgiving style meal, so we had turkey and dressing and potatoes and green beans, and it was delicious. The Celebration of Life banquet all pulled together because of partners in the community that we have. A big thank you to our top level sponsors. We have St. Gabriel's Church, Paul and Joyce Nobby, Fayette Fayette Tool and Engineering and Caring Services all come together, and they're our top sponsors for the year. So we just appreciate those businesses, and if it weren't for our corporate sponsors, who pays, that goes into paying for the Miller Building, our table linens, the food for the evening. That's how we can put on a banquet so special every year, is because of our top level sponsors.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, and also a big thank you to the corporate sponsor team. Without them, I couldn't pull this off. And so our corporate sponsor team members are Judy Mahiran, Paul Nobby, Cindy Burnside, Matt Parsley, Marla, and myself. So I think we have a fabulous team, and I appreciate all you guys so much. Everybody works so hard.
It does take a lot of people to put this on, and so we have a lot of wonderful hands that participate.
Yeah. Well, every year at the banquet, we have 2 special awards that we give out. One is to the volunteer that goes above and beyond the call of duty. And this year, our award went to Linda Hillman. Linda's been around for quite a while. And
7 years she's been here.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so we just want to say thank you, Linda, for all the work that you do for us, and you're so special to the center, and we just wanted to honor you and say thank you.
I have to tell you what her husband did. So I had contacted him to see if they weren't coming to the banquet, and so I contacted him to see if we could get her there. And he had told her, we're going to the banquet. And she said, well, okay, but I didn't turn in our reservation. And he said, that's okay, we're going. So she came up to me that evening at the banquet, and she said, you were such a sneak. How did you get all that to happen? And I said, I'm really not sure what you're talking about. And she said, Marla, I know that I'm getting that award. And so she was so surprised and excited that we did honor her. And
Good.
I love every year to see the faces of those that we honor.
Yeah.
And I wish we could honor every single volunteer every year. But, we like to save that anticipation for the banquet and honor that special person that has been with us for quite some time, or put in many hours of service with us, or, just goes above and beyond. It's a special time to recognize them. And so we really enjoy doing that each year. Our second award that we give away each year is our Spirit of Hope Award. And the Spirit of Hope went to Dorothy Sturgis this year. Oh my goodness, we went to interview her, and what an amazing lady this is. She is a resident of Heritage House here in town, and when we went to do her video, Judy Mahiran, she's a board member, she was the one that had nominated her. And it was just a blessing to sit down and just hear her life story, and just to talk about how much she loves Fayette County, how much she loves her church family, and those who even brought her to church and introduced her to God. And just, it gives me chills every time I hear her story and watch that video that we will play later on. It was so nice to sit down and talk to her, don't you think?
Yes, I just really love Miss Dorothy. And so we would like to share her video with you right now. So I hope you enjoy it.
I lost my mother at 12 years old, and Daddy looked up and the big tears in his eyes, and he said, "Daughter, you got to grow up. You got to be mommy and sister both." And as I got older and had gotten married, when I was so young and had all these babies, and Brother Herbert Fitzpatrick, we didn't have an altar. We had a little wooden bench set over in the corner. And he took me over there and he said, "Dorothy, as you kneel here this morning, surrender all." I bowed my head and I surrendered my life to the Lord Jesus Christ, who died for all of my sins and my children's sins. I laid all 6 children, one at a time, as they'd be born. I'd laid them on the altar, and I gave them to the Lord to help me raise them proper. And I want to thank God today. There's no way that I can express what this means to me. But you get the thanks, but also my Heavenly Father. I don't get in that bed that I don't have my prayer of thanking Jesus, because Brother Herbert Fitzpatrick promised me my Lord would supply my need. And that's what it was. It was poor needs. It wasn't like other girls' fancy dresses and things. But he supplied my need. He has supplied my children's needs to this day. And oh my, he gets all the praise and glory.
Well, can I be honest? I just love Miss Dorothy, and she's been a member of Calvary my whole life, I think. I don't ever remember her not being there. And I've enjoyed our conversations through the years, and I've been at Bible studies at her house, and she's just one of those women that there's very few people that captivate me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's one of those women that I could just like sit at her feet and take it all in.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She could talk to you all day and just have so much to say and so much to learn that we could learn from her. It was a great time.
Well, it's time to reflect on what we are thankful for. So what are you thankful for this year?
Well, I have to say my family, and I know that might sound a little cliche, but this year has been a little challenging for me, sending my son off to college. And so I'm just reminded that every time he comes home, that I always joke with my family and I say, "Oh, all is right with the world for now." Again, you know, right at this moment, because he's home and the family of 4 is back together.
The nest is
And
full.
so, yeah. And so I'm just reminded of how special and precious the moments are that we all are for together. I won't cry, I promise.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm thankful for my family.
Well,
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I am very, and we'll try not to cry too, but I'm very thankful that my son recently surrendered his life to the Lord. Makes me a little teary-eyed as a praying mom. It just makes my heart happy. And, you know, the only thing you can take to heaven with you is your family. And so, you know, it's just, I'm so glad that he finally got it. You know, it's just, we pray for that for our kids. And so, and when it clicked, and he's just a different kid, and he's joyful, and, you know, I love that kid.
Well, I think it's really amazing that all 3 of us got to experience that this year with our sons. And so I am thankful for that as well. We've been praying, and I know that my son is a little young. He's 9. He'll be 10, but he is so full of life, and he completely gets it. He understands it. He has for a few years. He just hasn't, he's been nervous to take that step. And so, you know, we were so thankful for him to be baptized this year, but I'm thankful for family too. I am every year. You know, things change so much in people's lives and the world these days. You just never know from year to year where you're going to be. And I'm just thankful once again that I have my entire family together, and we are going to celebrate the holidays together, and you know, we're all healthy, and I'm just thankful for that every year that it rolls around and we can just celebrate once again with everyone.
Well, we are also thankful that 5 businesses around Connersville will be hosting angel trees for us this year. And those businesses are Connersville Utilities, Reedman's Flowers, City Hall, the police department and City Hall, the News Examiner office, and both Pizza Kings. If you would like to participate, simply take an angel off of the tree, purchase the item, and you can return it to the place that you got the angel, or you can bring it to the Hope Center.
We also have Santa coming to visit the Hope Center this year, December 13th from 5:30 to 7:30. Santa will be coming. All the children can come, get their picture taken, sit on his lap, and then they will also receive a little gift from Santa as well. So come for hot chocolate and cookies, and it's just a nice little evening to come and visit Santa. So come on out and celebrate with us. And we want to leave you with our banquet video. We had a wonderful young lady give her testimony on our video, and it makes me cry every time I watch it. It was such a great testimony that she has, and so we want to leave you with that video. We hope that you enjoy it, and we want to say a big thank you to John Pazzi and Justin Roberts at Channel 3 for taping the video and the hours of work that they put in to prepare it for our banquet, and the editing, and a lot goes into it, I'm sure. And so we just want to say thank you to them as well. So please enjoy this video and have a great month.
When I found out I was pregnant, I was scared and didn't know where to turn. I was unprepared and had plans for my future. When I was introduced to the Hope Center, they welcomed me and allowed me to talk about my fears and listen without judging. I was totally unprepared and didn't want to tell my parents. By being able to have an ultrasound at the Hope Center, I could see my baby's heartbeat, and I knew that I wanted to give my baby life. When I saw the heartbeat of my baby, I fell in love. 14 months ago is when I gave birth to Camden. That was the best day of my life. Every day I look into his eyes, and how could abortion ever be an option? That truly is the reason why I do thank Hope Center, and I think they are a great organization.
Women who are facing an unplanned pregnancy sometimes just need a listening ear. When she feels she has nowhere else to turn,
I can listen. As a volunteer advocate, I can give love and encouragement to a woman in a crisis pregnancy.
I am able to donate my time and talents as a receptionist at the Hope Center.
I can, as a sexual integrity coordinator in the schools, reach students with truth regarding the freedom they can have if they save sex until marriage.
With your donation, you can make a difference in another person's life.
With our matching donation,
we were able to help student parents receive child care at cradles.
as a board member, I am able to donate my time and talents to the Hope Center.
I can encourage our church to support Hope Center through Save a Baby bottle drive and through baby showers.
Through your church's monthly donation, you can make a difference in someone else's life.
By being a corporate sponsor of events and fundraisers, I'm able to support the Hope Center.
Through the Hope Center, I am able to attend parenting with Hope classes and receive Hope dollars to shop in the baby boutique.
We can throw our loose change in a baby bottle.
Because of the support I have received at the Hope Center, I can truly be a great mom to Camden.
Hope can change everything.
#HopeCan.
Hope can change everything.
Hashtag Hope Can.
Hope can change everything. Hope can change everything.